I think that the only way that America, anything's really going to change is if the American people stand up just the same way they did behind Trump. Donald Trump was like the vehicle for the American people to drive to get their point across. They're tired of the same old establishment politics, the same old establishment political structure. They're tired of it. Donald Trump was the vehicle, but you know what? There are so many more people than there are politicians. If we really want to change, we wouldn't rely on Donald Trump to do it. We wouldn't rely on Congress or our Congress members. We wouldn't rely on them. We would rely on us. It's the American people. It's all right to make sure that we're not being manipulated by tyranny. It's all right. The people who founded this nation were geniuses. They knew. They saw from all the way back then exactly what the American politicians would be doing today. They knew. And so they set in place clauses and different rights that we have to be able to stop them. Now, governments, the government and politicians throughout the centuries have convinced us that, no, we don't have that power, and have convinced us that that power is diluted, but it's not. And we've seen that, the 2016 presidential election. Every mainstream media outlet, every popular elite politician in America and around the world, all of them were all against Donald Trump, and we're all trying so hard trying to convince us all to go against Donald Trump, but it didn't work. We didn't care. We didn't listen to that. The American people was like, no, we're doing what we want this time. And the fact is that Donald Trump might not be doing what we want him to do. He might not be doing what we want him to do. So the responsibility falls once again on us, the American people, not the congressman, not the president, not the senators, because they are all in on it. Even if they're not all in on it, they don't have the power to change it like the American people do. I mean, it's simple, guys. It's simple. Now we're seeing all over Europe, we're seeing the elections in France and Britain, we're seeing globalism crumble. We're seeing it fall. But the idea that globalism could be possibly not good for people has been made mainstream, and no one likes it. No one likes it. Now, whether Donald Trump is a sold out globalist or not doesn't determine our future. It doesn't. Because like I said, Donald Trump was the vehicle that the American people used to drive their point. Now, the American people don't have that vehicle in Donald Trump. But the American people are so much more stronger in numbers and intellectual capacity than all the politicians in this country. It's up to us, people. Use critical thinking. Just because you support Donald Trump doesn't mean you have to support everything he says and does. Let's just be honest with ourselves, man. Power to the people. Geopolitics Watch, we're here to give you the truth, non-biased. Look, we don't care about left, right, partisan, non-partisan, Democrat, no. We want the truth. Do you want the truth?